Right. God says, look, if you love me, keep my commandments. Right. 2 John 6, because that shows if you love God.
I wanna be famous.
Just like when you look at the brothers' shirts around here, these fringes, it's not hard to wear. He said he gonna put curtains on them people. So, is a curtain a good thing or bad? It's a bad thing.
My enemies, the power before me. I wanna be famous. I wanna be famous.
If you want to see the kingdom of heaven, if you want to walk through one of those 12 gates,
just like
you gotta
David,
keep God's
riding in my
commandments.
chariot. I'm trying to rule them all. Sending letters across the world to all my brothers, just like Paul. Mess with Israel, now you fall. Glory is through the Most High.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, what you say your name was, bro? Boots? Hey, when you walked up, man, you been listening to something. You had some music, got a speaker or something, Bluetooth speaker? What you was bumping? First, Corinthians 15, what you was bumping?
Get out.
Oh, you was playing on your phone? Who that is? Just tell me who it is. What the artist is? He popular? You can't say it out loud? Who you listen to? Kodak Black. Okay, watch this. Let me show you something. The music that Kodak Black listens to, could you bump that in front of old people? You know what I'm saying? Would it be respectable, you think?
Yo. See, Chop.
The kids. Look like the little man right here. Would it be good to sing Kodak Black songs in front of the kids? I see what you both, but I'm saying, is it positive music though, you believe? No? Alright, watch this. 1 Corinthians 15:30.
No!
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 33.
Bring it out!
Be not deceived.
It says, be not deceived. Don't be deceived. If somebody's trying to deceive you, what are they trying to do? Yeah, but what else? What's another word? If I'm trying to deceive you, I'm trying to do what? It starts with a T. That too, yeah. I'm trying to trick you, right? Don't be tricked, right? I'm trying to get in your mind. Correct, read.
Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
It says evil communication corrupt good manners. What's another form of communicating? Through music, right? Television, right? Magazines, media, right? The music that we listen to is, read again.
Be ye not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners.
The music that we listen to, it corrupts us, it changes the way we act, right? For instance, when they go to clubs, you been to a club before? How old are you, by the way? 20 what? 26. Speak loud, man. We just talking. I'm your brother, all right? For sure. But we go to the club. You been to a club before? Right. What type of music they play in the club? What you say? Ian Johnson, that's the club down here? Right across the country. Now, when they play certain music, like Kodak Black or Lil Jon or whoever, that's probably a long time ago before your time, but still, music like that, it puts a certain spirit on you, right? You know what I'm saying? What would that spirit make you want to do?
Make women want to twerk.
Make women want to twerk. Is that positive? Is that going to promote marriages? Right? It's going to promote single parent households, correct? What you say?
They don't want to beat up people.
Make you want to beat up people, right? And we're supposed to come together. Get Psalms 83. No, Romans 12:2 and then Psalms 83. I'm going to show you. It's a process, man. Repenting is a process. We need to come out here and reform our minds. The Bible commands us to do all this. It was people just walking around passing out magazines, Jehovah's Witness, you know what I'm saying? They ain't teaching us none of that. That little magazine that they got with the white guy on the front is going to keep us right in the midst of sin. I'm going to show you something. Read what you got.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2.
Bring it out!
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
So the Bible teaches us that we're supposed to reform our mind and be transformed and come back to know who we are, right? Because, matter of fact, who you see yourself on this sign right here? You don't see yourself on the sign. For instance, if you was finna fill out a job application, what would you put on that thing? Your name? For sure, you gotta put your name, right? Alright, so what race though, nationality, what would you put? They give you,
African-American.
African-American. That what you would put too? What's African-American? You know?
Nationality.
Isaiah 1. Louisiana is African-American. Hey, but check this out. So Africa was, you know what that's at? It's a continent, correct? Africa was conquered by Leo Scipio Africanus after the Second Punic Wars. He was a black man. Well, no. Hannibal was a black man, that's what I'm trying to say. Leo Scipio Africanus was a white man that conquered Hannibal, a black man. He named the whole continent after him. So do you come from Leo Scipio Africanus, the white man?
Nope.
You don't come from him? You say you're African American. So Amerigo Vespucci was an Italian map maker. He sailed around and drew maps of places that he been. So he went to America and put a flag or whatever the case and said, hey, I'm gonna name America after me. Do we come from that guy? Another white man. Those are two white men. We don't come from either one of those, right? So who we come from, right? Jesus Christ. All right, so watch this. I'm gonna show you. By you not knowing where we come from, I'm gonna show you that you're fulfilling prophecy. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3.
Bring it out.
The ox knoweth his owner.
Hey, you know what an ox is, Bruce? I know you know. Little man, what you say your name is? Brandon? Brandon and Bruce. All right, for sure. That's your son? Because, all right, what's an ox? Brandon? A fish? Oh,
Ox is like a cattle.
I ain't even mad at y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's the education. What you say it is?
A cattle.
A cattle? For sure, that's what it is, like a big cow, right? An ox, you familiar with it now? Keep going.
And the ass his master's crib.
Say an ass, what's an ass?
A donkey.
No, y'all know, for sure, it's a donkey, right? Bruce didn't know, I don't know if Bruce knew that. An ass, right? It's a donkey, right? So two dumb animals, correct? They don't have political systems, they don't have inventions and things, right? They don't have laws, right? They just do what they do, they eat grass, right? Watch this, keep going.
But Israel doeth not know.
These two dumb animals, they know where they come from, but the nation of Israel, these people on the sign right here, you, Bruce, you don't what?
But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
The real nation of Israel in these last days, they don't know who they are. They don't know that they're the chosen people of God. They don't know that they're supposed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't know that they cursed today. You know what I'm saying? Did you know that you was cursed? Do you know you was cursed? I'll show you something. Deuteronomy 28, 15. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something, man. I'm gonna show you that you, first of all, you a child of God, and I'm gonna show you that you got curses on you. Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if they would not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You familiar with Moses, Bruce? You heard of Moses? So this is Moses speaking right now to the children of Israel, people on the sign right here. You paying attention?
Yeah, baby boy.
What I just said?
Give me here for a minute, man.
Moses doing what? Speaking of who?
Okay, all right.
Who was that? The children of Israel, Bruce. You are a child of God. You are children of Israel, right? You're probably Judah, but where you going?
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I commanded thee this day.
Did he say some of the commandments or did he say all the commandments?
All the commandments.
All the commandments. I'm just making sure you're paying attention. Keep going.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Bruce, he said, if you don't keep these commandments, all these curses gonna come upon you and overtake you. So watch this. I'm gonna give you the first curse, verse 16.
Cursed shall thy be in the city.
Cursed shall you be in the city. Bruce, I want you to take a look around, man. You stay here in Natchez, right? Is it a good side of town in Natchez, or is all of it look like this? Where the white folks stay at? That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Where we live, it look like this.
Where we live at, huh? What about the white folks? Where they stay at? They here?
They in the building house.
Big nice houses, right? Where we stay at, though, majority of us, people that look like me and you, where we live at?
Ghetto, slums. Ghetto.
In the hood, right? Read it again.
Cursed shall thy be in the city.
Bruce, he said, you gonna be cursed in the city. Remember, if you on this sign right here, he's talking to you. You gonna be cursed in the city. Read.
And cursed shall thy be in the field.
If you go across any city in the United States, we live in the hood. These blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we live in the ghetto, right? We was cursed in the field. You look at that sign right there. We was picking cotton, sugar cane, tobacco. We was cursed in the field. In 1619, when we got our slave ship. 1492, before the conquistadors came over, for the Hispanics. They was cursed in the field, right? Verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy son and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
It says our sons and our daughters. Hey, let's pick that up for me. Our sons and our daughters got sold to another people, like your little cousin that was up here. They would have sold him back in the day on an auction block. That's what happened to us. This is our history. You agree? You see that on movies and things, right? Put it down. Watch this. Keep going.
And thine eyes shall look and fall with longing for them all the day long.
When they took our brothers, sisters, nieces, cousins, daughters, all we can do is cry for them all day long.
Wow, nobody.
You answering all the questions, but all praise to that. What you say, Bruce? What you think?
Same thing.
Same thing she just said. All right, all praise. Read it.
And there there shall be no might in thine hand.
God says we wasn't gonna have no might, no military might, no physical might, no muscle. We couldn't go get it. Hey man, that's my dog. We couldn't do that because God said it was gonna happen to us. Jump down to verse 48. I'm gonna show you that you cursed though. Read that.
Verse 48. Therefore shall thy serve thine enemies.
Hey Bruce, did it say we gonna serve our friends? Our enemies. Hey Bruce, paying attention. You looking all paying attention. I like that, man. That's what I'm talking about. Read again.
Therefore shall thy serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent these people against us? The Lord, right? For sure. Read again.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
Right now, Bruce, if you want something to eat, drink, or clothes on your back, where you get it from? The store? Who owns the store? Somebody look like you? Who owns the store? What they look like?
Some white man.
For sure. What you say? Black people own the store? What black own the store? We need to go there and support them. What is it? What is it?
Sometimes black people, white people, all of them,
That own the store. Own the store.
like they work them. They don't own it.
Forget the workers, because that's just a job. You just getting a paycheck. You can get fired tomorrow. I'm talking about own that store. Can't nobody fire you. You the boss. You pass the checks out. Who do that? You know?
Bring it out.
God. Bruce,
Our
yeah,
enemies.
yeah. So, that hoodie that you got on right now, that backpack, where did you get it from? You said the store, right? Like, who owned the store? We don't own it, Bruce. I'm gonna just help you out. We don't own stores, right? I mean, if we do, we gotta pay all kind of taxes and things. They can shut us down. They make us jump through hoops just to get the store, right? They don't want to give us no loan for no store. They'll give you a loan for a car, maybe even a house. But they're not gonna give you no loan, no business loan, not like that. It's hard for us, right? Because we curse. That's what I'm trying to show you. Keep going.
And in thirst.
Thirst, Bruce. If you thirsty right now, what would you go get some water from or something to drink? What would you get it from? A house? You gotta pay something in order to get that. But water falls free from the sky, but you gotta pay for it. Why is that, Bruce? Why we gotta pay for water is what I'm saying. Or something to drink. Why? Because we're in the midst of, we're oppressed right now is what I'm trying to show you. But keep going, watch this.
And in nakedness, and in want of all things.
In want of all things, Bruce. Passport, driver's license, birth certificate, death certificate. You got to go to your enemy for that thing, Bruce. But last verse, jump down to verse 68. How we get here, Bruce? To America, where we come from? Because we not really from here, are we?
I just want to know why we dying in the long run.
Why we dying at a long rate? Okay, all praise for that. I got you, little sis. Let me finish this. But where we come from, you know? Dirt? I said, how we get here from where we come from? How we get to America? Oh, okay, watch this. Read you that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee unto Egypt again with ships.
God said he's going to send his chosen people into Egypt. Egypt means bondage or slavery on ships. You understand that? All right, so we'll get back to that, Bruce. But sis, what'd you say your question was? What's your name, by the way? Romans 6:23. Your name, Monica? You say why we keep dying? Like, what you mean by that? Like, is everybody in the world dying, or what you mean? Why we killing each other? Okay, I'm gonna show you. Romans 6:23. Read it.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
God says the wages of sin is death. You know what sin is? 1 John 3 and 4. You ever been to church? On what day? Sunday? That's most days, right? They never told you what sin is. Did you see those people that were just walking by passing out their literature? Did you help with it? You wasn't over there? Okay, cool. Well, watch this. I'm going to show you what sin is. What you got?
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4.
Don't feel bad. Hey, 90% of people that go to church, they can be in church right now. You can ask them the same question. You can say, hey, man, I'll give you $100 if you answer this question. 90% of the chance, they ain't going to be able to answer this question because they don't know. Read what you got.
Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law.
Whoever commits sin, they transgress, meaning they break, they go against the what?
Also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So when you break God's laws, that's considered sin. So go back to Romans 6:23.
Yeah,
I'll show you one more time.
Know about the
Romans 6:23. Watch this.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
The wages of breaking God's laws is death. But not for everybody, because everybody didn't receive the laws. You received the laws, your forefathers, the people on this sign right here. Do you see yourself on this sign?
That's right.
So watch this. So we gave you the problem. You know the problem. You came up with the problem. You said we keep killing each other. So what's the solution, right? Give me Leviticus 19. I'm gonna show you what the solution is. Because really it's a conspiracy going on with all the other nations. They set up the things in our community to keep us at the bottom. Like I was just telling him, the music that we listen to is poison. For instance, what's a popular female rapper right now? Just name a couple. I know you know a lot. Megan Thee Stallion, right? So, I've seen Megan Thee Stallion. You got kids and anything? You got a little girl. Would you like for your little girl to grow up and dress the way that Megan Thee Stallion dressed? What about speak the way that Megan Thee Stallion speaks? Rap about the things that she rap about, right? That's detrimental to us. That promotes single-parent household. We got enough of that going on. We done done this too many years, right? When are we gonna change? You know what I'm saying? But watch this. Read what you got. This is the solution to why we keep killing each other. This is what we need to do. Read what you got.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
It says we're not supposed to hate our brother in our heart, right? Keep going.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
We should anywise correct our neighbor. If you see your neighbor, for instance, you see a sister walking down the street dressed like Megan Thee Stallion, you're supposed to say, hey sis, and you really need to cover up. You know what I'm saying? Hey sis, why you got all your belongings out? You know what I'm saying? We should correct each other.
That's right.
But the problem is, when we go to church, they don't know who our neighbor is. They think our neighbor is that guy. You see that guy right there at the bottom? That white guy? They say that that's our neighbor, that's our brother. We're supposed to turn the other cheek to that guy. Not knowing that the neighbor is actually, he looks like you and me. But I'm going to show you that. Keep going.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Not suffer sin upon your neighbor that looks just like you. Keep going.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
The children of who?
The children of thy people.
The white man and the Asian man.
The children of thy people.
We're not supposed to hate, bear grudge, or try to get revenge on somebody that looks just like you. For instance, if you did me wrong, you stepped on my shoe, that's not really doing somebody wrong, but if you stepped on my shoe in the club, they might kill you over that. Back in the day, they used to kill people stepping on shoes. I'm supposed to turn the other cheek to somebody that looks just like me. You my sister, you know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to do that, man. I gotta get that nigga. We ain't supposed to do that, right? Keep going, that was it on there?
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
We're supposed to love our neighbor as ourselves, right? You're supposed to want that same pass. Like, dang, if I stepped on somebody's shoe, I wouldn't want them to try to shoot me. They should be like, dang, boy, you stepped on my shoe, I should apologize. I shouldn't be so proud. I should apologize. That's my sister, you know what I'm saying? But give me, is it on there? Psalms 83. I'm gonna show you something. Judith 8:24. Get that. Judith 5. Nah, get Psalms 83. I'm gonna show you that it's all by design that we the way we are right now. Keep going. Where would you go?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2.
Bring it on.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
So, this is the prophet David. He was looking into the future. He said that our enemies made a tumult. They made a gathering, right? A bunch of people. Keep going.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
God said, well, David said that somebody hated us at one point. They lifted up their head. They was very proud. You listen to this? Okay, you got any questions on that? All right, I'm going to show you. Keep going.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
These nations came together and took crafty counsel against our people, right? Watch this.
And consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them out from being a nation.
They came together. All these people came together at one point in time, and they got on one accord and said, hey, man, we don't need to let them be God's chosen people no more. We need to put them in slavery, put yokes of iron on their neck, change their last name to our last name, and let them get away from that law of God. Because I'm going to show you why. There's something very special about keeping the laws of God. Keep going.
That the name Israel may no longer be in remembrance.
You ever heard of the Israelites? You heard of them before? But do people go around today and say that they're the Israelites? They don't, right? Because nobody's thinking about that. You got some people claiming to be the Jews, but nobody's claiming to be the Israelites, except us in the last days. But get that in Judith. Judith, what's that, 8:24 or is it 5? 8:24. I'm going to show you something. So all these nations came together on one accord to cut us off. But I'm gonna show you the mindset that they had when they did this. Watch this. Read what you got.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if they be any error in this people.
Oh, this is a person of another nation that's speaking about us. They talking amongst each other. They said if there be any error in these people, so if you do anything wrong, our people read.
And they sin against their God.
And we sin against our God. He didn't say they sin against his God. He said our God. Everybody already know that God is only for us. Keep going.
Let us consider that we shall overcome them. But if there be no...
So if we sin that all these other nations, they're going to be able to get on top of us because God's not dealing with us. But keep going.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
So if there be no sin in us, they need to leave us alone. That's what he's saying. But right now, the music, like I said, the dress code, they own everything. The way that we dress, the way that we think, they taught us everything that we know.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.